Senate and the Council of the University, it gives me great pleasure to confer the award of Honorary Doctor of the University on Sir Terry Wogan.
This concludes the presentation of the awards, and I would now like to invite Sir Terry Wogan to give our keynote address.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I'm fully conscious of the fact that many of you have the clue who I am. Most of the others have forgotten. But I used to be quite well known. I used to do, as you've heard, a morning radio show on Radio 2. It wasn't all that popular. I used to get letters that said, "Good morning. I make it clear at the outset I do not listen to your program from choice. It's just I give my 18-year-old son and his girlfriend a lift to college every morning. On the way to work, they refuse to listen to Radio 4, I refuse to listen to Radio 1, consequently we listen to Radio 2, and nobody is happy." Yes, and you were never forced by your parents to listen to Radio 2. We played the middle of the road music. For the music graduates here. Our top 5 at one stage was number 1, Stairlift to Heaven, number 2, The Incontinental, number 3, Hit Me With Your Walking Stick, number 4, Do-Wah, Dribble, Dribble, and number 5, Dewdrops Keep Falling From My Nose. Another letter that's... Other people get sycophantic letters. Other people get letters telling them how much they enjoy their program. I used to get, a friend of mine wants to nominate you as Pipeman of the Year. I pointed out you're not a pipe smoker. He said he's no broadcaster either, but he gets away with it every night. On meeting my girlfriend's parents for the first time this weekend, they want to know all about my family. My mother's serving a prison sentence for drug laundering. My father is a convicted football hooligan. My younger brother is a gigolo in Oldham. My sister has been arrested for sending threatening mails to all 4 of her previous lovers. Meanwhile, my grandmother is awaiting trial for war crimes. I never knew my grandfather. My problem is, how do I explain to them that I used to listen to you in the morning? And then finally, it's extraordinary. Public perception, people, can be judged by how they're referred to. For example, Elvis, Dusty, Charles, Camilla, John, George, Paul, Ringo, Dolly. It's shown by the first name that's used. It's extraordinary that how unpopular people and those with no redeeming feature are referred to by their surname. Mussolini, Hitler, De Gaulle, Crippen, Wogan. Now, as you've heard, I've been a resident of Bucks for nearly 40 years. Came across on the emigrant ship, barefooted, by dint of bribery and selling my body, which I got very little. I started to work and live here. I'm a deputy lieutenant of the country, very proud to be. I accept this honor in this fine University of fucking good crime. Whether I deserve it is another matter. That's something I'd like to say to all of you who richly deserve your honors today, the degrees that you've worked so hard. I'm sure there were times when you wondered whether the hours spent toiling over the books were worthwhile, whether you were wasting precious time and youth, and now you know. Didn't mean you to take it that way. Too late now. And now, you're ready for the next step. As you leave this sheltered grove of academe to make your way in a brave new world. Today, you receive your just desserts. Tomorrow might be different. But you won't always get what you deserve. You'll have to face disappointment, rejection, as well as, hopefully, success. And I hope, to paraphrase Kipling, you'll treat those two imposters just the same. And whatever life brings, you'll find a task that brings you fulfillment and happiness, and someone who brings you joy. Life's a lottery. I hope you'll be as lucky as me, because you deserve it.